running might not be for you at all. Actually, it might be your worst nightmare that you don't even want to get close to it. Thing is, if you learn how to connect to running, running could be the best thing that ever happened to you. When you used to talk to me about running, I was like, listen, it's not for me. I don't have the body type. I don't have the right weight. I wasn't born with it. I had so many excuses why I do not want to run. And not only that I don't want, maybe, there were times that I did want, but I told myself, I want to, but I'm not the type of person that is a runner. I was looking at all those runners, like, look fit, and it looked like they were born with it. Even though they were sweating during the run, I thought it's something that, they're just born with, and they can enjoy it, but it's not really for me. And from the other side, I also saw that, people that do run have so many benefits and so many things that they enjoy through the running. And a lot of them were people that were close to me. So I wasn't really, I'll say, convincing myself with all these answers that I had for myself that running is not for me, and I could give you now 20,000 reasons why not. So I decided, okay, maybe there is over there something that is for me. Then when I started, doing some more research and trying to understand how to start running, so then I got this panic attack. No, it's not. Maybe it's not for me. I won't start. And then I was like back and forth every time. I'm going to start. I want to start. I might even buy the right gear, and then I stop. So every time I want to start, I'm almost there, and then I don't start. And to add more on that, I also had people that weren't runners, and they told me that running could be really dangerous. And I was like, oh, cool. So if running is dangerous, maybe I was right all this time. If it's dangerous, why would I want to do something that hurts me? I was finding all of the excuses that actually make me feel that I'm caring for myself, that I'm actually doing something to keep myself safe. At the end of the day, I decided I'm just going to start. And the problem was, I did the same mistake that my close friend did. So what happened with my friend was, he told himself, okay, I'm starting running, I'm going out, there are amazing benefits for running, and we're going to mention them soon in the video. And he told himself, okay, I'm going to run out every day until I get in great shape, and then I'll go with the flow. And I remember speaking to him then, and I was like, listen, my dear friend, you're going way too hard. Now, of course, why would he listen to me? Because I'm not a runner. But he did it, and since then, he did some nice work, and then he stopped because you can't really keep on going high volume when you never really started. And the same thing also I did when I started. I started and I saw that I'm so bad at it, and I wanted to get all the way up there to be this really good runner, and I wasn't even close to it. So I was starting to run, and like everything new that you start, I was pretty bad. And I remember, now I'm laughing, but it wasn't funny then. I used to run like maybe a minute, and I used to fall apart. I was like, and I was like, why the hell are people enjoying this thing, putting running shoes on and going to run? That's not enjoyable in any way. And then again, I stopped. And I realized that I'm not working the right way. In order for me to also be successful, when I say successful in running, I mean running and gaining the confidence that there is in running, and gaining the rest of the amazing gains that there is in the running, and not getting injured. So I understood that in order for me to be a runner and to enjoy all the benefits of running and to be consistent with it, I need to work from a whole different mindset. And I also need to work with people that actually have got to a place where I want to get to. So in order to start the understanding of how to be a runner and someone that likes it, I broke it into a few steps, and now I'm breaking it down for you. Back then, it wasn't so clear exactly how I'm doing it. I want to break down now how to become a runner, and a runner that actually likes running and enjoys it. But really important to understand, whether you started running and you love running, whether you're already in the game and you want to change the type of running, using these principles will help you in both cases. So personally myself, when I want to take this seriously and understand how running can benefit me and how running can be so good for me. Before I even bought the shoes and and the right running gear, I first understood what am I losing when I'm not running, when I'm not doing that exercise. So I thought, okay, I'm not feeling that good in general in life, and also I'm getting weight, and I had a lot of different things that came up in my list, that those are the things that help me understand what's happening to me when I'm not running. And then I moved my mind to the place, okay, what do I want to gain? And I didn't know all of the answers, because when I started running, I got more and more answers, like, wow, I didn't know that running also does this and does that. But I put down on the list things that I want from the running. After I told myself the reasons, what's going to continue to happen when I don't run, and what's going to happen when I start running, I said, okay, so at least I have now a reason to start. That's number one. Number two was understanding that there's much more than that I don't know. I guess that's still number one. If you really, if you're a numbers person, you could keep that at number one. Because there's always things that we don't know yet that we're going to gain when we go into a new game. Because we only know whatever we can see from this height. When you go up here, you see more. And then after that, number two was, okay, I saw when I start doing too much and thinking that I'm supposed to be all the way far there, I stop. Why do I stop? I stop because I'm not there, and it's kind of depressing to see that I'm so far away. And like I also think I have no chance getting there. So what I decided to do is pretty simple. I am where I am right now, accepting that. And then I used to break the run down into small steps. I was believing in myself that I could get one of those days to wherever it is I want to get. And by the way, today I'm much further than that. I didn't even think I'll get to where I am today. So it just shows, when you keep on climbing up, you see, it opens up. You can see more options and you could get much further. But my point is over here that I broke it down into small steps. Okay, I'm right now here. I want to get there. I believe in myself. I will get there. And if you don't believe in yourself, you could see people that were in a much worse situation than you that did get there. I just heard yesterday, Ed Milet had an interview with a great football player that they told him he can't walk, and from a situation that he can't walk, he almost came back to being a football player again. He decided he doesn't want to, but you understand like how far he got. But when you start the work, you start working on where you are right now. So you understand what you could gain from the running, what you lose if you're not running. After that, you break it down to small steps. So you buy the running gear and you focus on what you could do right now. Not more than that, not less than that. And maybe, yes, a little bit more than that. Every time just stretch a little bit more than what you can do. And don't go all the way. Just, start. If 2-3 times a week is too much for you, start with once a week for 2-3 weeks, and then slowly increase. When you have slowly increases up, and then you get so high up, you get to a place that you can't even imagine. More important than breaking down into the small steps is running in a correct way. Why is that? Because if you don't do the right stretches and warm up before and after, you could injure yourself, and then believe me, even if you want to continue running, you won't run anymore. We could talk about the right warm-ups to do before and after running, but you could also Google it up, look at YouTube. There are plenty of people that advise how to do it. The fourth element that is also really important for you to first be able to start running, and second to continue with it, and third also to enjoy it and have fun, is have someone hold you accountable. Because if you do everything by yourself, I personally actually did it by myself and I liked it, but later on when I wanted to get to bigger goals, I went and I had people hold me accountable. It doesn't mean that they were always running with me. Sometimes it's just, okay, I want to do this, and people that are close to me, I told them what's my goal, and it was holding me accountable. But you could also have someone run with you if you know that you won't do it by yourself. It's really nice that you have the awareness and that you broke it down into small steps and that you're doing the warm-ups, but having someone hold you accountable is really important, whether they do it with you or not. Now, personally, when I started running more and more, I realized how important it is. First, for me, it raises my self-confidence, it makes me feel better, I'm more healthy, but I also realized that I need to do it in the right way. And otherwise injuries kept on coming and coming every time again. With time, not only that, I started running and I was successful at it, and I did it in a way that is good for me, what I thought my top dream was, there was a time that was like the basic for me when I was like really in shape. You remember that, you know, top dream goal? Now I'm laughing because now that's not even close to being my dream. Like, it's way further. But if I would have thought now, you know, what my dream is now to do, there's no chance I would have even started running, because I was so far away from that. I used to run for a minute and fall apart. So it's really important that you understand where you are right now, like we said at the beginning. And I'm telling you, the benefits that running brings are amazing. You feel better, you look better, you know, it raises your self-confidence. Now, even after all that, I don't think running is for everyone. If you don't like running, do a different movement. I'm a huge believer in movement. You know, this over here, we're talking about running in this video, but any movement you want is amazing. I personally love running. I think it's amazing, and I used to hate it, really hate it, and I was like the worst at it. But then I realized all of the great benefits. So if we want to sum it up to what should you do, you know, if you really want to start running, you think it's going to bring a lot of benefits for you, you think it's going to be helpful. So let's make it pretty simple. Again, understand even more clear, make it clear why you want to start running, what you're going to gain from it, and what you're going to lose if you stay in this current place. Number two, after you're going to do that, look where you are right now, okay? Don't look all the way there and think you're going to be there. You could look there just to get an idea of where you want to get to, but accept and understand that you're right now here. Don't talk crap to yourself. You're here, and from here, let's push forward. Let's move to that next step and next step. Okay, and you believe in yourself. You are going to get there if you'll be consistent. But understand that you're here. Don't try to be all the way there when you're not. But believe in yourself that you could get in the right shape in order to get wherever you want to get. And then, like we said, break it, number three, into those small steps. Small steps with some warm-up before and after, because you don't want to get injuries. And you could Google up those warm-ups. And when you do those small steps, you'll see that you could get so much more far than where you think you could get. And you have to be consistent. The way to be consistent, and for some people also to enjoy it more, is number four. Get an accountability partner, whether it's someone that is going to run with you, or whether it's someone that you want to, you want them to hold you accountable, someone that is close to you, someone that you appreciate. Don't let any person hold you accountable. It has to be someone that you appreciate them, they appreciate you, with no judgment. Do those 4 steps and you'll see, number one, you could become a great runner. You have to be consistent, but you could become a great runner. And the more you connect to it, so you'll see all of the amazing benefits that running could bring to your life. I personally, now from a place that I couldn't stand running, now I can't live without it. Like, it's, you know, for me, running is a must. I understand all of the benefits of it. And it doesn't mean, by the way, that every time I wake up and I love running. There are mornings I wake up and like, oh my God, I can't believe it, like I'm going to run now. But I get out anyway, because I know the benefits that running will give me. And if you tried all that, and like I said before, you still don't like running, all good, but you have to do some type of movement, because movement is so important. But again, this video is about running, so do those steps. If you have any questions for me, if I can help you in any way to start that running routine, and also to find with you the enjoyment that you have in running, I'm all here for you. Go put on those running shoes, enjoy your running, and don't forget, walk through all the steps in order to continue and be successful and actually have fun and get all the benefits of the running. I hope you enjoyed the video and got some tools to overcome your challenges and light your path. If you haven't yet, please smash that thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And don't forget, the most amazing things in life are the ones you take for granted.